No one can deny that Ford struck gold when they came out with the Maverick back in 2021, but as the years have gone on, sales have started to plummet significantly. But why is this once great compact truck not selling like hotcakes as it once used to? That's what we'll be exploring in this video, and if you've been planning to pick up a Maverick or already own one, you might want to stick around. And before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe to Motor for more exciting news from the pickup truck world delivered straight to you 3 times a week. Number 7. A troubled start. Signs that the Maverick was off to a rough start were there from the beginning, and things haven't exactly been smooth sailing for this little truck. We all know that the Maverick came out swinging with that sweet design, crazy good gas mileage, a comfy ride, and a price tag that didn't break the bank. It seemed too good to be true, and well, in a way, it kind of was. The Maverick might have been a total head turner, but it turns out Ford dropped the ball on quality control. Here's the thing, all new cars have some kinks to iron out, especially with all the fancy tech these days. But the problems plaguing the Maverick weren't some futuristic whoops-a-daisy. Nope, these were more like assembly line oopsies. We're talking multiple recalls and not just a sprinkle here and there. Seems like Ford's quality control department has been on permanent vacation because these issues weren't unique to the Maverick. Their whole lineup has been hit. The end result, a whopping mess of millions of recalls in the past couple of years alone, and guess what? The shiny new Maverick wasn't exempt from that pileup. So yeah, not exactly the dream start Ford was hoping for with their mini truck champion. Number 6. No hybrid engine as standard. Another blow to the once bright future of the Maverick, the move to ditch the hybrid engine as standard in 2024. Remember how people were raving about the hybrid powertrain earlier? Here's the deal, Ford shuffled things around for the 2024 model year, and now the hybrid engine with its 191 horsepower and trusty lithium-ion battery pack comes at an extra $1,500 on top of the base price. Ouch! This switch has caused a major uproar in the car community. Folks love the idea of a compact truck that didn't guzzle gas, and the hybrid Maverick was a breath of fresh air. Now paying extra for that fuel efficiency feels like a slap in the face. Here's the thing, gas prices aren't exactly showing signs of dipping anytime soon, and people are looking for ways to save money at the pump, and the hybrid Maverick was a perfect solution for those who wanted a truck without the gas station blues. Locking that fuel-efficient engine behind a paywall feels like a missed opportunity for Ford. Sure, the 2.0 EcoBoost might have some pep under the hood, but it also means more frequent trips to the gas station. Number 5. Styling is starting to show its age. Now, let's talk looks, because when it comes to the Maverick, opinions are starting to shift faster than gears on a bumpy road. Remember how the Maverick's design was this breath of fresh air when it was first rolled out? Yeah, that feeling might be fading a bit in 2024. Here's the thing, the Maverick went for a retro-futuristic vibe, and while it turned heads at launch, it seems that style might have a shorter shelf life than a carton of milk. The biggest gripe seems to be the front end. It's like the odd duckling out in the Ford truck family, with almost zero resemblance to its bigger, bolder siblings. The sides, well, let's just say simple might be putting it nicely. Sure, the back hasn't gotten much hate, but there's a nagging feeling that it's a bit too, well, plain for a pickup truck with championship aspirations. Look, we get it, design is subjective, but when you compare the Maverick to its competition, the cracks start to show. The Hyundai Santa Cruz, which came out around the same time, is still turning heads with its sleek, modern design. And here's the kicker. The rumor mill is churning about a new Toyota Stout hitting the market soon, and whispers suggest it'll be a force to be reckoned with in the looks department. The pressure's on Ford. The Maverick needs a makeover. Stat. We're talking about a facelift that injects some serious personality. Imagine a bolder front end that screams Ford truck without a doubt. Maybe some sculpted sides that hint at the Maverick's adventurous spirit. Heck, even a rear end with some design details that make it stand out from the pack wouldn't hurt. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about staying relevant. Buyers want a truck that looks as good as it performs, and right now the Maverick is starting to feel a little behind the times. Ford has a golden opportunity with the upcoming refresh, a chance to take the Maverick from dated to daring. We're crossing our fingers for a fresh, unique design that'll make the competition sweat. Let's hope Ford hears our pleas and unleashes a Maverick that looks as good as it drives. Number 4. Trailer brake software bugs. Remember that massive trailer brake snafu that hit Ford in 2022? Yeah, that wasn't exactly a confidence booster for potential Maverick buyers. Here's the deal. Nearly 400,000 trucks and SUVs, including the Maverick, were recalled due to a software glitch. This meant trailers with electric or electric over hydraulic brakes basically turned into brakeless beasts when hooked up to the affected vehicles. Yikes. Imagine towing your jet ski to the lake and then when you hit the brakes, nothing. Ooh, scary stuff. The longer stopping distance due to the faulty software meant a much higher risk of accidents. Thankfully, the fix was a simple software update at the dealership free of charge. But still, this whole ordeal wasn't exactly ideal for a truck that's supposed to be your trusty adventure companion. It definitely left a mark on some potential Maverick owners, making them question its reliability and safety. Number 3. Leaky fuel tanks. Let's not forget the fuel leak fiasco that haunted early Mavericks back in 2021 as well. This wasn't exactly the kind of news that got people excited to jump behind the wheel. Here's the lowdown. A whopping 53% of Mavericks built between May and October of 2021 had a fuel leak problem. And to make matters worse, it affected both the hybrid and Turbo 4 models, so no one was safe. The culprit? Believe it or not, it had to do with those fancy spray-in bed liners that were supposed to protect your truck bed. Turns out the Supplier ground effects went a little overboard when prepping the bed for the liner. They were drilling out the drain holes and guess what? Drilled right into some fuel tanks. Instead of a smooth ride, you ended up with a leaky mess. Number 2. Reliability concerns. We all know every car has its quirks, but the sheer number of issues plaguing the Maverick in its short lifespan is a cause for serious concern. 6 recalls already? That's not exactly a confidence booster. To make matters worse, there have even been some scary reports of Mavericks catching fire due to engine or electrical problems. Yikes again! Let's take a closer look at these reliability issues. The electrical system seems to be a major culprit, with problems ranging from faulty wiring that throws a wrench in your whole driving experience to brake lights that decide to take a permanent vacation. And who wants a dead battery greeting them in the driveway every morning? It's not exactly the ideal way to start your day. Speaking of brakes, some Maverick owners have reported some seriously sketchy situations. Imagine coming to a stop sign and your brakes feeling like they're playing grabby games. Not cool. Even worse, there have been reports of complete brake failures. Yikes, that's definitely a safety hazard no one wants to deal with. Airbag failures have also been reported, which throws a giant red flag when it comes to safety. The engine isn't exactly immune either. Both the 2.0-liter and 2.5-liter options seem to be suffering from a case of the blues. Rough running, excessive vibrations, and the whole truck trembling like a chihuahua in a snowstorm, not exactly what you signed up for. Some unlucky owners have even dealt with timing belt issues, fuel intake problems, and misfires that leave them stranded and needing new spark plugs. Number 1. Availability issues. So the Maverick's a hit, but good luck finding one. Even though Ford's been around the block a few times in the car game, they totally underestimated how much America would love this little truck. Dealerships are drier than a desert after a sandstorm. Listen, we can't totally pin the blame on Ford. The chip shortage is still causing headaches across the industry, and the whole post-pandemic economic roller coaster isn't exactly helping. But still, waiting over a year for a Maverick? That's just crazy talk for a pickup truck, especially one aimed at the everyman driver. Ford's all about ramping up production for 2025, promising to unleash a Maverick Army onto dealerships. We're talking more trucks than ever before rolling off the assembly line. Sounds great, right? Well, only time will tell if the Blue Oval can actually deliver on those promises. Here's hoping they can step on the gas and get those Mavericks flowing freely. Because let's face it, nobody wants to wait a year to get their hands on a truck, especially one that's supposed to be readily available for most middle-class buyers. The wait times are killing the momentum, and Ford needs to find a way to get more Mavericks on the road and into driveways. Do you think Ford will be able to address all these concerns ahead of the launch of the refreshed 2025 Maverick? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.